Bonjour, welcome to Tranquility TV. And as I am packing up again to head to Disney World, we're going to Disney Leadership Institute. I wanted to just go over a quick few Tranquil tips on packing, as it's very important to do it on a somewhat economical means, considering you may pick up things and you want to have space as you return. And since I won't be doing a lot of shopping in Orlando at the Disney Leadership Institute, I actually stuffed my suitcase a little more full than I did in New York. Whenever I was in New York, I even took a big duffel bag that I stuffed inside the bag for me to return with a lot of vintage purchases that I got, which you'll see on the website and my Etsy store later this week. But of course, we cannot forget toiletries. Okay, toiletries are absolutely key. My new favorite thing, foam rollers. I haven't worn these since high school, but I got some on Amazon, I think $6.99 for like 36 of them, and I slept in them last night, and they're so fabulous because who has time to actually curl their hair? So, big things to remember, of course, is everyday moisturizer with sunscreen. Of course, any medicine, toothpaste, toothbrush, you know the drill. Just always remember the toiletries, because what's funny is we got to New York and we had rented an apartment, so it wasn't like a hotel room where they had shampoo, and neither LeBeau nor I had shampoo. So that's an important thing to remember. So don't forget the toiletries. Again, it's a little full because of my beloved foam rollers. And then, of course, your carry-on bag. So this is my lovely carry-on bag. It was a total treat. I got this whenever I was on a retreat in Spain, and I think it's one of those things that people take to the market to pick up their baguettes and their cheese, and so it's been my summer bag. But for going on the plane, I'm taking my embroidery, which if you saw yesterday's blog post, I started an embroidery class. So I've got my embroidery kit, of course my Kindle, my journal, of course wallet, and then a few random accessories such as faux pearls and fun long black beads. Of course, eyeglasses, sunglasses, and then nuts and cranberries. And then, of course, pens and arm warmers are an absolute must. They have embroidery thread attached. But arm warmers are great because a lot of times you're wearing sleeveless things, particularly this time of the year, and then you go into an air-conditioned place and you're freezing. So I always carry these. They're always in my bag this time of the year. And Sharpies. You never know when you'll need a Sharpie. So that's what's in my beloved carry-on, which is just so cute and so light. It's just great. Oh, and I pulled this out because, of course, you always have to remember your charger and your phone. I often remember electronics, and then I'm like, oh, can I borrow your charger? So Tim's always like, don't forget your charger. So, little things. And I like to actually keep my phone charger ever since they lost my luggage a while back in my carry-on. So, basics, I like to do staples. So staples, always ballet flats. They're great for walking. And I found I had 3 pairs of shoes in... That's the cat getting onto the dog. So I had 3 pairs of shoes in New York, which were perfect. So I had ballet flats. I had another pair of ballet flats that could get wet because it was rainy. And then these lovely little wedges. So it's just great to have a few extra pairs of shoes so that as your feet get a little annoyed with one pair, you can switch them out. So I'm just going to show a few things that I think are really great staple pieces to travel with. So what I'm wearing, again, more embroidery thread. So what I'm wearing is the Cardi wrap, this season's longer version of the Cardi shawl, tights, and then lounge shorts. So this is what I'll wear on the plane. And it's great because you can add layers or take things off as you need to. And then it's also great, I just go right into a yoga class with this. So one thing I packed is a slip dress and a long slip dress. This is actually the underneath piece to the Betsy Johnson dress that I got 75% off. And I love the slip dress. I love the underneath piece, and it's a wonderful thing that you can dress up or down with pearls or flip-flops. I wore it to Grey Gardens last week. And here's a little vintage beach cover-up, a little lace beach cover-up that I've been wearing with this outfit, actually, that's really, really cute. So we're going to be in a conference room pretty much a lot of this week. From 7:30 to 4, we're in training at Disney Leadership Institute. So I wanted to wear a lot of layers because we'll also be going out and about. So, as you think layers, yet again, these are also called like smoking jackets or cigar jackets, bed jackets. And this is just a great thing to throw over, and you add a belt. This is my new favorite vintage piece that I picked up in New York. Isn't this amazing? Again, a great beach cover-up. So great to go over a swimsuit, but then also I've been wearing it everywhere. I wore it over the slip dress in the Hamptons. So another fun piece, this is actually a sample. We're going to do the bodysuit with arms, but this is a sample of bodysuit. Again, another great piece for yoga, another great piece for wearing, you know, out and about with, if you wear jeans or with leggings or whatever. This is a little top that I love to throw over everything. So this and my arm warmers are usually in my bag this time of the year to just kind of throw on and have an additional layer as needed. And then of course, one thing I had to bring is this great piece, which is a sample. This is what one of the pieces we'll have for fall. A great just kind of longish skirt, but you can also wear it as a dress. So you pull it up and you have a little tube dress. But this has been great for layered pieces. I wore this all over New York. And then finally, don't forget your umbrella. And then I love to carry bags of tea because sometimes places don't have the tea that I want. And I need my jasmine to start my day. So I've got tea. And then, of course, I'm carrying one of the Disney books to read. There's so many amazing books about the way Disney does business. Harnessing the Management Secrets of Disney in Your Company. Must confess, haven't read it, so I'm taking it to read. The other pair of ballet flats that I mentioned that are a must. And then one other, this is really sweet, a little reclaimed piece that I got at Goodwill in New York. But isn't it darling? I washed it, so it needs a little ironing, which I haven't ironed in years, so I figure I can figure it out. But it's just a great little piece to throw over one of the black slip dresses. And then, of course, I have the Tranquility sleeveless wrap dress, which is an amazing piece to wear to dress up or down. So that's what I've packed for the week. And, of course, don't forget your tights, your bras, panties, and pink slippers. So now I'll show you a few other things from the accessories realm that I've got and some books that I'm taking. So here are another few pieces that I wanted to show. Of course, headbands are a must, flower pins, my watch, markers, iPod. I didn't take that to New York and I missed it. Fun little bangles. And then these are just random vintage pieces. And headbands. This lovely thing I picked up in New York from a local designer, which I just love. And then finally, books. You can't forget your books. So I've got my ideas book, and then these new books that I picked up that I'm going to be taking. It's like me and little 80-year-old ladies, I think, but I love it. So Sublime Stitchery, this is a great new book, inspired advice from the world's top fashion bloggers. I just saw this in New York and got it. And Doodle Stitching, fresh and fun embroidery for beginners. So this is going with me. And of course, don't forget, I totally forgot, this is my favorite moisturizing cream. And I'd forgotten that, so I bought a Fresh Tub in New York. And then, of course, your little carry-on bag that has random toiletries, lip gloss, all the important things like that. And never, ever forget your water bottle. This is by Papaya Arts. Yeah, I love papaya. Here's Louie. Say hello. And this is a must for definitely on the plane. Just as you know, you cannot take it full on the plane. So these are just a few fun things that I wanted to mention that are great for tranquil traveling. Never forget your earplugs and your eye mask. Namaste.